Hey, hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today we'll be talking about something very important that every woman needs to know. And our topic for today is why you must control your finances to control your destiny. As a lady, you don't want to give the control of your finances to a partner or towards you don't want a relationship to define who you are as a person. So let's just dive into the video and just discuss this topic that we are having today. See you on the other side.
And it goes a little something like
as a woman, as a lady, you need to be in control of your finances to be able to control your destiny. And let's face the fact, let's be realistic. You know it. When you control your money, you control your life. And that starts with what? Knowing your self-worth, knowing your value. Number one on the list, you have to what? Know your self-worth. You have to know your value. You don't want to allow others to define who you are or to define your values. You don't want people to define your self-worth for you. So you want to define your self-worth by what? By yourself. You want to understand who you are as a person. As a woman, your self-worth is not tied to what? A paycheck. It's not tied to what? A relationship. It's not tied to what? Someone else's approval. It is what is tied to what? Your skills, your intelligence, and the unique gifts you bring, to the world you are in or to people around you. Many people don't know that as a woman, you have a gift. There is something God deposited in you. And so every human being created, by God or born by a parents, we all have a gift. Just as the Bible talks about that story of the talents, this doesn't just put up that parable for a mercy. So everyone born, we all have a gift, be a man or a woman. But so many women today get married and just forget about themselves, supporting their husband, which we are supposed to do because we are helpmates. But is the man supporting you? Because there is a dream, you have a dream, you have a vision, you have what? An inspiration, a mission on earth that you want to accomplish. What was that goal before you got married as a woman? What was that goal? What was that dream that you had as a growing girl before you get married? So many of us just get married and put away our dreams, be sacrificing our self-worth. We put away our vision, those things that we're dreaming about that we want to accomplish as a lady. But to truly honor your value, you need what? Financial control. If you want to honor yourself, you need to be in control of your finances. Because when you rely on others for money, they can control your choices. That is truth. Because as a lady, for example, you go out there and you like this thing and it's something that you want to have. Or for example, you want to improve or develop and improve on yourself. You want to sign up, for a course, And what if your partner doesn't want you to do it? You would have what? Given him the control of your life, of your choices. Whatever they done that don't resonate with them or whatever they don't agree to, you will not be able to do it as a lady, as a woman. So if you know you don't want that, and I don't think there's anybody on the earth or women that will want that. I know some of us, you might not be able to talk, but at the back or at the background, you are weeping, you are crying, especially when you see your mates there advancing. And you can't advance because your partner or whoever you give, the control of your finances to is not allowing it. That ought not to be. So number 2 on the list, you want to have a financial freedom. You want to be able to, as a woman, you want to be able to live life at your own words, on your own terms, not by the terms of another. And money isn't just about paying bills. It's more than that. It's go beyond that. It's about choices. The choice to be able to live the kind of life you want to live. You work the career that you want to work. And you also surround yourself with the people who respect you. If you have your money, people will respect you. Like I remember those days, my father used to tell us when we were going to school. He will always encourage me and my older sisters that you must pay attention. Take your studies, very important. Whatever you want to do in life, you don't want to play with your studies. He will tell you that, he said, in fact, he will say, I'm not able to be proud, or look down on your mom because she has her own money. Because both of them were working. My mother too was working. So when you have financial independence, financial freedom, you are not waiting for permission for anybody. You are making decisions by yourself. You can't see something that resonates with you that you want to do. You won't be waiting for your partner first. And if they don't want to do it for you, or they don't want to give you the money, they don't want to fund it, you won't be able to do it. Like I said, anytime I like something online that I want to do, for example, take courses, or I want to attend conference, if I have my money, I go ahead and do it. I don't wait for my spouse to give. I just tell him, this is what I want to do. I just go ahead and pay. But sometimes if you ask them for the money, they will say they don't have it. Especially if you are with that partner that is selfish, that don't take your matter, they don't take you as a matter of importance. They take care of their children, they take care of themselves. So they don't pay attention to you, to your needs. So you have to have your financial freedom to be able to live life on your own terms, to do the things you want to do. And remember, so many people today are living low life, they are in low, mediocrity, the kind of life they want to live. Number 3 on the list, if you are in control of your finances, you have security and stability. You should be ready for life twists, because life happens. Anything can happen. You don't know what will happen tomorrow. Life is unpredictable. Sometimes people lose their job. There are medical emergencies, or even breakup can happen. Then there's a lady I never thought would divorce, that the separation would be it will happen to her. Many people know that lady on social media. Before, she used to talk and say, there's nothing that her husband will do that will divorce her husband. That God hates separation. We know God hates it. Nobody is praying for divorce, but life can happen. And before you know it, the same woman that was always preaching, a woman should stay in her marriage. And do you know it? Before we know, she was separated in her marriage. And of course, social media. People had to be talking. And they were sending her message, Madam, what happened? Are the one who used to tell us no matter what, we should stay with our husband, stay in our home, God hates putting away. What now happened? And she started to talk. That her husband told her that he doesn't want her anymore. That she never knew the time she was preaching that divorces, separation, whatever, that the man already had a woman out there. And he came up one day and said he didn't want her again. What would you do when a man is telling you he doesn't want you? Like I told my sister when we were having this discussion last year. I remember that. And she was like, not why would the woman just lie? I said, you've not seen anything about life. I said, when a man hold a man's chest, and he's going to slaughter you, and he's telling you, leave my house, would you go? And she laughed and said, yes, so she will leave. So, but when you are in control of your finances, what am I talking about? You have a safety net. You'll be able to, you will be able to stand the test of time. Even though emotionally you are dealing with issues, but you have finances. You shouldn't be dealing with disappointments and at the same time begging people for money. That is what that is like a death sentence hanging on your neck. Or if you have children, I see situations back home then in Nigeria where a man will chase his wife and chase his children alongside. So what would you be able to what would you be able to do for your children? If you don't have your money, there will be no security. There will be no stability. And if you don't have your money, you will not be able to save and you will not be able to invest. Savings and investment means you don't have to depend on anyone. And you depend on yourself. You have financial security. That is what most women are afraid of. And if you will not know about money. So you have to prepare for uncertainty. When people talk about submission, two of you are one, you should have joint account. I'm not a supporter of that. I want to be able to do something that I want to do. I don't want to wait on any man. The man did not give me go ahead. I will not be able to do anything. What about if you are blessed with a grace for giving? Not everybody have the grace for giving. And what if your partner is the type that doesn't have the grace for giving, and you believe in giving? You want to support God's work. You want to pay offering. You want to pay your tithe. You want to even help the less privileged in the society. And your partner is not like that. What now happen in such a case? So I want to be in charge of my finances. I want us to have an agreement. I don't want to put the totality of my finances on the table. Just like that. My husband can always know what I have. If you want to see my account, I will let you know. But to do joint accounts, I'm not doing that. I don't support it. What about my mother call me, or my parents, the one that gave me life and the one that sent me to school and the one that educated me and trained me, disciplined me to make me who I am today? If they need my help, I have to go and be begging a man. Does not agree, and that will be the end of it, and I'll be moping and I'll be crying. So I don't want every woman, you have to take care, you want to look into this matter. And if you are in control, number 4, of your finances, you are confident and you have your power. You can speak and earn, and even demand more. And one of the biggest parts of knowing your value is demanding what you are worth. You'll be confident about yourself, whether it's negotiating a raise if you are in a working class, and you know they are not paying you what you want. You can just walk away. And you'll be able to set boundaries in a relationship if you are in control of your money. You can invest in yourself. And doing that, your confidence as a woman will grow when you are in control of your money. And that's why we talk about when you are in control of your money, you define your destiny. You'll be able to fulfill that destiny. You'll be able to, that gifting of God in you. You'll be able to develop it and become a professional in it. And that you are in control of your life. So many women today are suffering because their husband will not support them, will not support whatever they want to do. And then you will understand matters of money. If you have not handled money, you will not know, you don't know money matters. You do not understand how to budget, how to save, and how to invest, and even what to invest on. So, and if you have your control of your money, you'll be able to make smarter choices and build the life you deserve. You'll be able to live the life you want to live if you have control of your money. People talk about the proverb woman. The Proverb 31 woman, I saw, it says she seeth a vineyard and buyeth it. I think the Bible didn't talk that she seeth a vineyard and gave the money to her husband to buy the land. So I don't know what Bible others are reading. I didn't see where the woman gave her husband the money to go and help her buy the land. You have your calling that you want to fulfill. And you know what it is. When you have something you want to do, you have a call, you have a yearning in your heart that you want to do. If you are not able to do it, you are not happy. Then number 5 on the list, you will be breaking generational circles, especially for those that grew up in a home where their mother was always struggling financially and otherwise. So if you are in control of your money, you'll be able to break that generational circle. And you will have the power to change that world by learning financial literacy and passing the same to your daughters, to your children, and even to your sons alike, and also to your sisters. You break that world, that circles of dependency, and create generational wealth. Those days, our mothers, our grandparents, that their husband did not allow them to do nothing other than to go to work in their farm. They didn't have their own finances. I remember my grandmother, we used to say when they go to the market and they sell produce from the farm, they come back home, they will give the man the money. And the man will use the money. Some of them will use the money to drink, even carry other women, marry lots of women, just name it. Live life, and they leave the woman behind. They will not even give her something. So number 6, if you are in control of your finances, you'll be able to escape financial control and abuse. When you are free, with your money, there are certain nonsense you cannot put up with. Like one of our mamas said, he said, not all women a man can just wake up and say, pack your load and go. By the time you look around you, many things the woman has bought in the house, has support to the family, you would think twice before you say that. But if you are not in control of your money, anything goes. So women are suffering their marriages today. They are being beaten, like they are slaves. They are in slavery because they don't have the money. Even the men will be kicking them. I heard the story The man will be, the woman said she would kneel down, and the man will still be punching her, beating her, because she was afraid. She didn't have any money. She was always thinking, where is she going to start? Where will she start from? Having children to feed. And some of these women, when there is any argument in the house, the man will fail, will lock up. I know of a lady who told me, a family friend's daughter, said her husband will lock up the storeroom, and she will not be able to feed, and she will not be able to cook for the children. And he will go. And she will be there begging because he has no money. So when you control your finances, you are never forced to stay in an abusive relationship if you can no longer stand it. You will live life the way you want to live it. And you have the power to walk away and start life afresh. Especially for those in a toxic relationship. Many are not able to walk out of their relationship because of what? They are not in control of their finances, or some are not even doing anything. So therefore, as a lady, as a woman, you want to tolerate that abusive relationship or a toxic relationship because of what? You don't have your own money. That's why when you are in control of your money, you will control your destiny. You have a destiny to fulfill. God did not say marry because you are married, you should forget about yourself. That is why in the marriage class, you see, they will use a triangle to teach. God is on top, the male and female are what? They're down on the triangle. Two of them, they connect, and they are what? Connected to God. You are still answerable to God. You still have your gift to fulfill, your purpose in life to fulfill, irrespective of that marriage that you are in. So another thing, number 7 on the line, is wealth creation and leaving what? A legacy. If you are a woman that is in control of your wealth, you can be able to invest in a business. You can build a business. You can start a business, that will grow up. Even you can even invest in a stock portfolio, and that will secure your future. I don't know the kind of future you want to live. I don't want to live the kind of future where if my children does not give me money for feeding, I will not be able to eat. No, the Bible talks about, it said a wise man leaveth an inheritance. A good man leaveth inheritance to his children. You see that even to your grandchildren. But when you don't have your own personal business, you don't have your own money, where will you have resources or inheritance that you give to your children's children? So when you are in control of your money, you are not just surviving, you are thriving. And guess what? You are leaving a legacy for generations to come. A legacy for your children to come. Like my grandma in the village those days. My great-grandma, not my grandma now. She was very rich. Her legacy is still speaking on. You see there, she had a lot of lands that she bought. So you too, you can do the same if you are in control of your what? Of your money. And I want to use this opportunity to talk to women. As a woman, you have a purpose in life. But many of us, in the name of marriage, throw away our purpose and be supporting our husband to fulfill their own purpose, to run their own race while you leave your own behind. I know that, at the beginning of the marriage, when the children start coming, at that time, you have to be available. You have to make yourself available for your family, for your children, to raise godly seed, to train your children. But the era that we are in, and there are many things you can do, even as a mother in the house. So for example, you can go online. Like I'm home now. I'm a digital entrepreneur. My children had gone to school. I'm the only one in the house. And I'm doing this. I'm making this video as a woman. I have a YouTube channel. So that you have children doesn't mean that you cannot do anything. Even though it's an agreement between you and your husband, you want to take care of your children, especially for those in the diaspora. We don't have helpers here most of the time. You can walk around, your children's schedule. You can look for that job that you'll be able to do, at the same time when your children are in school. Or you can be doing what they call it, holiday jobs. Belong to a church, be committed, ask questions. So you want to be able, what am I talking about? Be able to make money. Or maybe you want to learn a skill. If you have decided to be in the house, to take care of your children, to be there to take care of your home, learn a skill. Like for example, tailoring. You can tailor, be a tailor. Go for fashion design in school. and be sewing in your house. And people are using that to make money, even a lot of it. I know of a lady, my mother's friend, with money, with tailoring, fashion designing. She sent her children to school, and she has 2 houses. With that, that trade, she was able to send her children out of the country. And also, you can even go for hairdressing, go and learn how to make hair. And you can be doing that in your house. Set up, a home-based business. And you can even register it to be able to, get a 1099 to file your tax. So if you are looking for a home-based business that you can do, at home remotely, or working with your children's schedule, there are so many things you can do. So you don't want to just sit down and rely on one man and have to give you money. And most of the time, these men are not understanding at all. A woman that has decided to stay at home, if you want her to stay at home to take care of your children, you should be paying her, giving her something at the month end. Not say that, is it not the money we are using in the house? She needs money. She has needs that she needs to meet. She has family. She has desires. It's not that if you don't support whatever she wants to do, she will not be able to do it. I know a lady in my church that talks about, he was earnestly talking to, it was a marriage forum, that they shouldn't zero it, that couples should have a joint account. That she did that before. That she wasn't even able to pay her tithe, pay her offering, and to support God's work, which she loved to do. That before she knows it, when she's being paid, because, it's a lot. Sometimes the husband was always watching, checking every time, checking accounts. And anytime they pay like this, he's always the first to know, because she's always working, busy at her own place of work. So this woman said, before she knew, the husband has already spent the money. He knew, because he know what the woman will do. Because she will pay her tithes. She wants to support her family. He said every time there was almost nothing in the accounts. So as she wasn't happy, she wasn't always not happy because of that. She will talk and complain, but the man will still keep repeating, doing the same things. He said until she took law into her hand and said, no, she can't do this anymore. And she stopped. He said she opened her own account, and the man was surprised. He said, they didn't pay you again this way. He said, no, I have changed. I'm no longer there. I've opened my own account. He said, the man said, why? He said, but I've been telling you that I need money. I will not be even able to even pay offering in church to buy the things I want to do. You don't care about my needs. You are always doing whatever comes to your mind. So I pulled out. I've opened my own account. And do you know, brethren, the testimony she said? She said the month that very month she was able to pay her salary. Her tithes. And immediately she started paying her tithe. He said it wasn't even up to 2 months or 3 months. Her promotion that has been denied, that was long due, was released. And she knew it was because she paid her tithes. So she told the church that day, say, don't zero it to joint account. It can't work with everybody. Every family, they are not the same. So therefore, my lady, you want to know the type of man you are with. Study him. If you are with a selfish man, you don't want to run a joint account. Me, I don't support joint accounts. I want us to sit down. Let's talk about the home responsibility. A woman is to help. We are helpmates. And I will help. But I cannot give the totality of my income to you. Because men, most of them will not bring out the totality of their income. Many will say women are the manager of the home. Yes, if you want to run a joint account, the woman should be the manager. But how many men will put up with that? They don't want that. And yet, they want you they want to be in control of your money. And do you know what? Most of these men think that if they are not in control of your money, they are not in control of your life. They know that. God owns you. God created you. He married you. The man married you. You are a God child. You still have an assignment as a woman to fulfill as a child of God. So you want to be in control of your finances. There is destiny, assignment God has given you. So if you don't have money, what if you don't have money to pursue it? You will not be able to fulfill your destiny. And remember, you have desires of your hearts. There is that in your heart is yearning for. Is it not God that is putting that desire in your hearts? Is it not God that are giving you that gift, that talent that is within you that you need to stir up? Men, most of them will not support their wives. And yet you want to be in control of her money. So think about it. I want to encourage you today. Think of it. And my final thought on you, know your value. Take control. Have self-worth. Know your identity. You have an authority as a child of God over what? Satan, over every negativity that does not resonate with you. And I didn't see any woman in the Bible from Genesis to Revelation that was under slavery. Women were taken care of. Is it Sarah? Is it Rebecca? Is it Rachel? That had slaves? The people don't talk about that. They were always supported. Is it Esther? Is it Deborah? Or is the other woman again, Dorcas? Many of them in the Bible, they were taken care of by their husbands. They had slaves. They had helpers. They were beautiful. If Sarah was beautiful at old age, she was worth taking care of. So ladies, at the end of the day, know your value. Knowing your value means what? Knowing you deserve what? Financial what? Freedom. You shouldn't give the power of your life to anyone. You should be able to live life at your own terms. Because if you don't have your money, you are giving the control of your life to another. You are not a slave to anybody. So, but the more, know this, that the more you take control of your finances, the more you are able to take control of your destiny. The more you'll be able to fulfill that destiny. Your destiny was given to you by God. So that a man tells you, no, I don't want you to do that, and you just leave it behind. No. We are all answerable to God. We are going to give account to God of that gift that He has given unto us, every one of us. So that your husband doesn't, like, I was listening to one clip on the social media, and the lady was saying, my husband not let me, I was doing this thing before, he said I should stop. What is that? You don't have parents? Don't you have pastors, parents? Go and talk to your parents. Let them call him to book. Yes, it's very important. So to be a strong, confident woman, you want to work towards what? Being in control of your finances. And woman, have something doing. Like I said earlier, if you are in the house, you are taking care of your children. There are things you can do remotely. Go on, learn a trade, know how to sew, you can make hair. Many things you can do online. Content creating. Like somebody was saying, my husband said I should join YouTube. For what? And you were doing the YouTube before what? Two people got married. So everything you were doing that was making you happy is no longer in support of it. So me, that's not a good man. Partners, we are partners to support each other. Burden bearers. A woman supports your husband. Husband too, you support your wife to fulfill their God-given talents, to fulfill their destiny. If a man is not supporting you, that's a red flag. Yes, it is. It's there to support you. It should be number one, your number one supporter. We claim to be lovers. If you love me, you will support whatever makes me happy. Most men will take care of their children, take care of themselves, and they will not take care of their wife. They see their wife like a slave that they bought with money. For how much? If that is the case, if I was in that relationship, go and take your money and leave me alone. Let me live my life. So therefore, it's not quarrel. I'm a Christian. But let's call it spade a spade. I don't like it when I see women suffering out there, enduring that toxic relationship because you don't have your own money. Upon all the sacrifice, nobody respects you. Nobody even appreciates all your efforts. Women know how to take care of yourself. You can't be able to take care of yourself when you don't have your finances. So take care of yourself. Be in control of your money. Have money. The Bible even told you, say money answereth all things. It's true. If you don't have money, there are so many things you have to put up with. You will put up with nonsense. Even sometimes from your children, they don't like it. When they come around, imagine your husband is not giving you pocket money, and your children is coming around to ask you for something. The thing can be so little and you will not be able to give. Or you say, let daddy come, let your daddy come. And daddy come, if daddy say no, and it's going to be no. And maybe as a mother, you know that that is very important, especially when you have girls' children, even boys' children too. So dear, be in control of your finances to control your destiny. So I want to draw the curtain at this point. So therefore, please, I encourage you, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Comment, let's discuss. If you have a different view from mine, I want to hear your view. I want to know your view. Like my video, like my channel, and let's connect, let's network, let's collaborate, to encourage each other. Let's develop and improve on ourselves. As long as we are aging, we must develop and improve on ourselves so that life will not leave us behind. Bye for now. God bless you. Have a most fruitful and blessed day. Thank you.